Hello. Chat, I'm tired. I am tired today. Surely that'll be a benefit. Surely that'll be a good thing. Hey, what's up, Kels? Hello. Surely it will end well for me that I'm tired. I feel like I was tired yesterday, too. Maybe I'll take it slow and easy. Instead of being reckless. Okay, so... Second here. Just need to move this window. So what I think we'll do, because we have plenty of homeward bones, my concern right now is that the Firekeeper is going to be pissed, I think. I'm going to go ahead and resume the timer. We got 9 bosses down. I went back and I double-checked. I did count correctly. So we're going to go... We're going to see where the Firekeeper is and maybe we bone back. But we don't have any Twinkling Titanite. And we don't have a merchant selling any. To the best of my memory. You went to a taco place down the street for Taco Tuesday? Is today Tuesday? It is Tuesday. Holy shit. Sounds good, though. Ah, it's a bone wheel. It is, in fact, Tacos Tuesday. Like it's nothing, dude. I know there was a humanity sprite replacing the Black Knight. There's a Titanite demon. So there are a few more bosses we can go and check. Hoi. Whew. Everything is scary now in this game. So we know that Gwendolyn is Seath. We also never opened this door. Maybe we go and open this door. Yo, what's up, Reevy? It is very scary. That is very scary. Especially if there was a ghost. Ghosts in general are pretty scary. But especially in this game, because you can't always see them. Much like in real life, you can't always see them. Do you guys remember the ghost that was on my stream? So we also, in waiting, we do have the giant blacksmith hammer, right? If we can find a steady source of titanite, we'll be in good shape. Like the one behind me right now. Reevy, that ghost has been dead for 13 years. 13 years exactly. On this very day. Has he got, like, goo? Has he got green goo? In his basket here? Yo, what's up, Samo? Yeah, we got a new PB yesterday. We're choogling along. Our weapon's not as strong as it could be. Yeah, Fish is doing great. He's doing really well. His blood work is unremarkable, according to the doctor today, which is what we want to hear. I'd rather have it be unremarkable than remarkable. I wonder if we can get this guy to fall off and die. I mean, he might drop something. We really need to see if the Firekeeper is here. We can also do this. Yo, what's up, Randomsome? How's it going? We might actually be okay. I think she might just be by the bonfire and pissed off. So I think we just make our way back up. And then we gotta figure out where we're going. We could check with Vamos. Do we have any prism stones? Might actually have a use for prism stones. We do not. Hello, Frostwad. Yeah, so I think the Firekeeper is just down there and she's probably pissed. I assume she's pissed, right? She's got to be pissed.
May the luck of the Irish smile on you.
Thank you for the good luck. Definitely gonna need it. Yeah, she does not look for... No, no, no. No, no, no. If you absolve your sin, does she stop chasing you? I don't think she does. I think it's an irreversible act. Although we didn't fight Gwendolyn. So maybe we can actually absolve the sin. Get me out of here. I'm trying to think of what to do next. We can make our way to the seal. We can... We have the key to the seal. I don't think we can buy anything from what's-his-name on top of the... Can I not hit this guy? Chat, this is where the run ends. I don't know what that noise is, but I do not like it. I need to investigate. Not an ideal place to be. Oh, okay, it's one of you. One of you guys. I did not kill Guinevere. And I also did not kill Gwendolyn. I did go into the room, though. I thought about killing both. The power of the jump attack, yeah, it's not too bad. It's not bad when you know that you're not going to get hit. Oh yeah, is Silksong DLC supposed to be this year? When are they going to do that? I wouldn't be surprised if Team Cherry was like, fuck it, we'll put it out the same week as GTA. It's not going to hurt our shit at all. Silksong is so good. Samo, you got me wanting to play Twilight Princess again. I have been thinking about replaying it and just see how it holds up in my brain. But I do know for a fact that I never want to play Skyward Sword again. No, but I mean, I think you're also, you're valid in all your opinions on Wind Waker. I really like it. I also think it holds up, but you're not wrong about the sailing and it being like a pretty empty world. The only thing is like, I feel like there's a little bit more going on in like the Twilight Princess world. But to me, the big bummer of Twilight Princess always was that Hyrule Field is so big, and I'm like, holy shit, that's so cool. And then I thought about it, I'm like, there's literally like nothing in this field. There's like a couple of enemies you can just run past. And it's funny that that kind of came as a result of like them being like, we didn't quite hit it with Wind Waker. Yeah, pretty much everyone is empty and open areas, for sure. Beetle's in it? Yeah, Beetle rocks. I think we kindle here. But you are right, the dungeons are much better in the other games. And I think at least Twilight Princess has enough going on for it to make me want to go through and get to the dungeons, but like Skyward Sword I just found incredibly fucking tedious. And when I first played Skyward Sword, I really liked it. One of two people who like Skyward Sword. New decomp? Yeah, I should play Dusk. That does look really sick. Yeah, Verge, we got 9. Anyone else get what in the YouTube algo? Wait, what happened to our blood shield? Having a shield is actually really sick. I didn't like them that much, Samo. I was excited about it because that was one of my main qualms with it. Also, hello, fairies. How's it going? One of my main qualms with Skyward Sword in general was the motion controls, like the forced motion controls. So I was excited about the HD. I was like, cool, I don't have to worry about that. That's one less thing to make me dislike this game. And then I played with the analog stick, and I'm like, I kind of prefer the shitty motion controls to, like, the not great... I mean, I think I played a lot of it in handheld mode as well, so it might have been better on, like, a Pro Controller or whatever, but... Your expectations were pretty low. It was pretty grueling for me by the end of my playthrough of Skyward Sword, because I really wanted to play Metroid Dread, but I made myself, like, promise myself, like, I am not going to play Metroid Dread until I beat Skyward Sword. But yeah, when it first came out, I was very Zelda-starved, and I ended up loving it. Yeah, no motion control. Yeah. The control sensor. Yeah, Dread is so fucking good. That game rocks. I want to replay that. It's been a while. Animation cancel. Oh, are they making a sequel to Dread? That would be awesome. Can she activate the trap here? I did not hear that, but I would be down for that. Yo, what's up, One Above All? You saw me in Sens and you clicked. So we are on the return trip of Sens. Don't have the cage key, which is a bummer. I feel like my depth perception is all fucked up as well because I'm, like, nervous. You're thinking of Judge Dredd? I just watched Dredd. Rewatched it again recently, and that movie is so good. The Carl Urban one. And I picked up the Stallone one on VHS. Same team, rumors Metroid Ravenous. Start being a... Hell yeah, that sounds really sick. I feel like they could do that mechanic pretty well. Alright, chat. I guess we can go and check what Moonlight Butterfly is, and if we lose our weapon, it's kind of served us pretty well. Gamba? I'm not sure what the Gamba would be at this point. Dun, 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 dun. What does Andre have? So we have a couple of places we can go. Maybe we check Moonlight Butterfly. He's got the hammer, which isn't too bad. You quit Gamba yesterday, you can't go back. Yeah, I didn't play Prime 4. I mean, I've only played Metroid Prime 1, and I played it when it was new, and I was too dumb. Yeah, Iron Golem is dead. It was Capra Demon. And that sounds like it was very easy, but I was very nervous, and I almost died. Ornstein and Smo are also dead. Ornstein and Smo were replaced by Fire Sage Demon and Bed of Chaos. We killed them both. So I can get this guy to come this way. I don't know if we have Alluring Skulls, and I also don't know if that works on this guy. Prime 1 is still probably the best. 4 just depressed you. Yeah, that's what I've heard about 4. Despite what Dan Reichard may say about it. Okay, it's Super Ornstein. Little concerning with our DPS, but he also jumps around quite a bit. Oh, I thought I was running. Yeah, Bed of Chaos. It was it's crazy, too. Someone in my chat totally called it. They said, I'm thinking that Ornstein and Smo are going to be Bed of Chaos into, Demon Fire Sage, and we got Demon Fire Sage into Bed of Chaos. So that was the second time. That was 2 bosses in a row that someone in my chat called correctly. Pretty rough until you get the light suit. That sounds pretty satisfying, yeah, Zio. But yeah, I played Prime. Prime might have been my first Metroid game, honestly. I knew who Samus was because of Smash Brothers. Drop humanity. You're on a wrong streak again. Prime 3 Freak, actually. Is Prime 3 other M? Yeah, 2 in a row. Someone said, just to be nice, I'll say Capra Demon is going to be Iron Golem. I was like, I appreciate that. It's probably going to be Madison. It was Capra Demon. And then Capra Demon did almost kill me. Because I was a little a little confident. Vagrants are also not scary anymore. For the time being, because we have the shield. Team Ninja actually made Other M? Interesting. They also did the Neo games, right? I never played Neo. I've never played any, like, Souls-likes. I've only played Dark Souls. Okay, that's not great. Okay, that is great. Alright, he dropped a dragon scale, chat. That is another boss. We are at 10. We are at 10 bosses. Lords of the Fallen 2. I've heard people really liked Lords of the Fallen. I think, isn't Lords of the Fallen... Didn't they recently release a new one that is called Lords of the Fallen, not to be confused with the first one, which is called Lords of the Fallen? And now they have two, which is not to be confused with Lords of the Fallen, the second one. Yeah, Lies of P is one I definitely want to play. I've heard really good things from, like, everyone about that one. Lies of Piss. This was a ghost, right? Does the I think the tree doesn't respawn, though. I think the problem with that is the tree doesn't respawn. Respawn. Where did we find other ghosts? There were ghosts elsewhere. The greed paid off. Also, what is that splashing over there? Level design is quite linear. I don't really mind a linear game too much. Oh, you know what that splash was? I think that was Ornstein dying. Time for ghost farming? Honestly, yeah. I need to remember where a ghost is. I think there might have been one up in the... I don't think... Maybe in the asylum, but I think there was one closer. I think there was one in the parish, maybe. Oh, is that also Team Ninja? I don't think I realized that. I've only heard good things about Stranger of Paradise. Haven't played it. But that's like weirdly Final Fantasy 1, right? It's like kind of a... There's one there. Ah! Yo, Andre. Reinforce this shit, brother. Does that change the scaling at all? I don't know if the scaling ever gets better. Unironically, one of your favorite Final Fantasies? Hell yeah. Must kill Chaos. Yeah, I do remember all the memes about it, but I heard it's actually really good and really fun. I think we start leveling up dexterity a little bit, just in case we find a silver tracer or something, or a... Well, I think we might have already found the silver tracer in this run. I can't remember if it was this seed or not. Wanted to try it, but haven't gotten to it. I think I remember Eyes on B playing it a little bit, and she was really liking it. Alright, there's a ghost right up here. There's also a Capra demon, but... 6, 7... I thought I would hit both of them. Do we check the slime, chat? Alright, let's see if we can farm that ghost, though, for more twinkling. Shit. Mortal Shell 2 demoing's pretty sick. I think I just need to check what everything is. Okay, so he's got a helm, which is good to know. Because if we get Symbol of Avarice or something, we could potentially fight him and just get a free helmet. So the only thing is I don't love the idea of having to farm ghosts. Even though we're right here. I mean, it seems like that's the move. Getting this to +5 would make... At least make Seath doable. Kind of reminds you of Nier. This is Silk Song. Yeah, it's coming up soon. I'll be playing it. Humanity's very odd. That's because I was farming. I was kindling. Played the game and didn't recognize it. Yeah, I don't know what this track is. I think he's also dropping like large Titanite shards or something. Yeah, I think he's dropping large shards, so he's not always dropping the helmet. Finished through Act 3, but didn't fill out the map. Yeah, I like 100% that game, I'm pretty sure. I really liked it. Dude, I was fucking miserable playing it at first, though. I was not really into the difficulty spike from Hollow Knight at first. And then once I got to Act 2, Diagonal Pogo was the best. I did get used to that pretty good. But yeah, I ended up getting to Act... I guess I got to Act 3 and I was like, okay, this is actually sick as fuck. Ah, shit. Dude, of course it drops it there. Let's see if we can get it. That was stupid of me. I wonder if I can quit out and just, like, have it reload. Oh, there's a slime here. Man! Yeah, the end of Act 1 is particularly what I was thinking of. Let's move this drift bag all the way over here. I can't believe that, dude. Do we have any regular humanity? Yeah, let's pop a humanity just to get our... I think the jump from 9 to 10 with item discovery is actually pretty substantial. I think the way it works is going from 0 to 1 humanity gives you, like, the biggest bump to your item discovery, and then going from 9 to 10. Because, like, 2 through 9 is, like, roughly the equivalent of getting just 1 humanity. Reload should work, though? Maybe. I don't know if it works for enemies like this, and not, like, NPC enemies. Like, doing that with Lautrec absolutely does, but I don't know if... Like, we reloaded the area with the bonfire, and it didn't... I do love all these drift bags. So I think we need 2 more to be able to level it up again, right? You first tried the Bile Water boss? That's incredible. Didn't have to do the run back. That's me with Smelter Demon in Dark Souls 2. I first tried both of the Smelter Demons. And everyone always complains about the run backs. I was like, I don't know anything about that. Yeah, it only works for enemies who specifically have it up. That makes sense. Yo, what's up, Mo? How's it going? Put me on a bigger screen. Yeah, I don't know how 4K would look. I think my PC is good now. So I think I can, like, stream in higher resolutions or whatever. I don't know if I have that set up, though. I don't know if you can get more than 1080 or whatever. Yo, what's up, iFlames? How's it going, dude? I also don't think... Fucking goddamn it, dude. What is the drop rate on these fucking ghosts? Yo, what's up, QQ? Chad, is he out of debt? Is he out of his debt? More than 480p. Good luck. Thank you, thank you. I definitely need some luck right now because I'm trying to farm this ghost for Twinkling Titanite. We did get a drop of Twinkling Titanite, but it was out of bounds, so I couldn't get it because I'm stupid and I killed it. You still owe 3. How many hard styles do you owe, though? Can't believe he's refunding hard styles. Yo, what's up, Hey Prestos? Dude, I was cracking up at your stream earlier. A lot. That playlist was really good. Yeah, we gambled and picked up an item that one of these ghosts dropped, and it's Twinkling Titanite, so I'm really, really interested in just leveling this thing up. Transient Curse was 2%. I feel like it's probably not that then, because we got it twice. Crescent Blade is replaced with Twinkling, so it should be rare. Yeah, maybe this isn't... Here's what we'll do, chat. We'll go until I can level up. Guy has mad stick drift. Who? QQ? When he's doing this. Me? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any stick drift. Just immediately having the viewers fucking dip. If it is 2%, then I'm even more pissed that I let that one drop out of bounds. Okay, so Jagged Ghostblade is 2%, Transient Curse is 5%. Yeah, I think it will be that. Yo, enjoy dinner. Thanks so much for the raid, dude. I really, really appreciate it. Everyone should go and watch all of QQ's PBs on his YouTube channel. It'll take you like 2 hours, and you'll watch 25 runs, because QQ is just that fucking fast. I have beat Ornstein and Smo, yes. There's still a couple of bosses available to us. But, I was kind of hoping that we could get more Twinkling, but 5% is not really encouraging. That's 5% at 10 humanity. Ornstein and Smo was Demon Fire Sage into Bed of Chaos, so we got pretty lucky there. All of the load-bearing bosses we got lucky against. But yeah, we'll go until we can level up again. But I'm not really interested in doing this for a 5% drop or a 2% drop. It's also funny because if the 2% drop could very well be a weapon that I don't want, in which case... We have not found Gwyn yet. We did find... We went to Gwendolyn. And Gwendolyn is replaced by Seath. Which isn't that... Well, I mean, it's a pretty bad arena for it. So we just need to make sure that we have a lot of curse resist by then. And we want to make sure that we can get behind him and get to the crystal. But yeah, how's everyone in chat doing? How is everyone's Tuesday? I learned today that it's Tuesday. Feels much later. A bit of a long day for me. I had to take my cat to the animal hospital where his oncologist is. He's doing great, so that's good news. Got stuck on a bridge that was a drawbridge for like a big barge going by, which is the first time I've ever had that happen in my life. Took forever. Chat, let's see. Is this going to be the 5% or is it going to be the 2%? Oh, it's a 10.5. That changes everything. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Also, I don't know why the auto-equip isn't working, but... let's go ahead and change that. So chat, you know what that means? It is now time for us to do a little bit of looting. We're just gonna chill here. Okay, we got auto-equip working now, so sorry about that. Time to do a little bit of looting. So I'm guessing that this is the, what kind of strength do we need on this shit? 48? No way, dude. It ain't happening. So I think Andre has... how many embers do we got? We got 0 embers. Yo, what's up, Hamilton Howley? We have no embers. Or, like, we have, like, the flame chaos one, or whatever. Is this the... is the stone... what is the stone great axe from? That's not a boss weapon, right? Like, that's a tail weapon? Do you get that from cutting the tail of the, Shania, holy shit. Holy shit, you finally beat Kingdom Hearts? Hell yeah. What's up, everyone? How's it going? What's up, Godless Guy, Shorty Teller, Lovely Siren, Okay Ashley, Celestar. How's everyone doing? You finally beat it? Hell yeah. So, keeping the console on worked out? Oh my god. Thank you, everyone, for being annoyed by my chat. It was just going to try and get everyone to leave. Crashed out a few times, but you're done. I might crash out here because we're doing really good on this challenge. This is a new PB that we're at. And we just got a very, I think it's like a 2% drop, and we got this weapon, which replaced the weapon that I was using, that I was working on upgrading, but that just means we get to do something a little more interesting, which is go through and do some looting and see what we can find. But yeah, I hope you have had a good stream. If you need to raid and run, please feel free. This is a twinkling weapon? Wait, can we do this? Hang on a second. Is this something that we can downgrade to a plus 10? Giving you my luck? Hell yeah. But yeah, welcome in everyone. I'm Carl Germ. I am a Dark Souls 1 speedrunner who has been stuck doing this challenge, which is really horrible. And it's kind of stun-locked me for the past several months. I haven't really wanted to do anything else on stream, and it's been really fun. But at the end of this month, I am going to be doing some charity streams for Games Done Quick, specifically for the Frame Fatales. I am a Frame Fatales ambassador. Ooh, we can actually grab this. I mean, this is probably stupid, but... oh, dude, the heavy rolling is so scary here. So yeah, if you're not familiar, the Frame Fatales are a sub-community of GDQ. And they have an ambassador program that I am very lucky to be a part of. So we're going to be raising money for Malala Fund at the end of the month. We got a lot of fun stuff planned. There's going to be cool incentives and stuff. More to come about that. Superman 64 and Sonic 06. Listen. Maybe, if donations are coming in from Malala Fund, maybe I'll play more Sonic 06. Yeah, I haven't even wanted to. Gotta run, don't die. I will try my best. Also, how you doing, Jimbo? I guess we can check this as well while we're here. Well, that's just as bad. I think this is actually slightly worse. Yes, because that takes significantly more strength. We're still... We can also get back to Andre. Thanks so much, Randomsome. Yeah, I'm not super concerned about the strength portion of it, but... Here's my concern. The other one is a twinkling weapon, so I feel like it might be something that we could have downgraded to a better weapon. Yo, what's up, Duck? No weapons for Ascension. Okay. So it seems like that wouldn't have mattered either way. I can't remember if we looted everything down here. I don't remember everything that we looted, but yeah, if you're wondering what the hell's going on with this challenge and everything, okay, we already got that. So this is a use what you get permadeath challenge. All of the items are randomized. All of the enemies and bosses are randomized, so I don't know what I'm going to be picking up when I'm picking up an item. Oh no, I know that this one isn't. Oh, so Stone Giants and DLC. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense that it would be Twinkling then. I appreciate that one above all. Yeah, I guess all of the boss weapons use Demon Titanite, I think. More than likely. But yeah, I was going to be really sad if we were able to downgrade that to a plus 10. DLC enemy confirmed. But yeah, so basically, I need to kill all 26 bosses. We have 16 bosses left to kill, but I don't have a weapon currently. Now, we do have access to a weapon, but it will be pretty difficult to get to that weapon. Yeah, Greg, that's on the roof, but I would like to kind of, I think I want to do some more looting before we get up there. Okay, so that's only worth 100, but... Dude, the Titanite Catchpole is only worth 100? It was worth so much more to me. I guess we don't really... Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. Say goodbye to the Titanite Catchpole, guys. It served us very well. Say goodbye to the Witch Hat. Oh, the Witch Hat's worth 1,000. That's not too bad. Yeah, I can't remember if we bought the halberd. But yeah, so once an item is replaced... Once an item is replaced, I can no longer use it. I can only use items that I can pick up. Yeah, we'll see what Petrus had. Are you sure that was this run, though? You were right, Verge. Okay, we can definitely use this. Cursebite Ring we might need the Cursebite Ring for when we have to fight Sif. Also... Why don't you drop it and pick it up again? That is not in the spirit of the challenge. The only thing that we can really drop and pick up later are progression rings. You love the sound when Frampt eats the items? I love it too. I think it's great. So the good news is, chat, we now have a weapon that we can use. It's not the best weapon, but it's also not the worst. More importantly, we do have a lot. We can at least upgrade it quite a bit. Oh, we can also feed this to Frampt. I think that was worth quite a bit. We don't really need to do that right now, but we can do that later. So So we can get the stability on this thing up as well if we wanted. Yo, what's up, Tom Reeve? Let's see. Oh, right, I forgot. See, what's really going to throw me off is I'm going to assume I have the moveset of the... Okay, we have a better roll as well. I'm going to think that I have the moveset of the Titanite Catch Pole. Yeah, this weapon's not too bad. Another thing is we do have access to some pine resin. I think Andre is selling pine resin. Oh, look who it is. It's a ghost. Chat, alternatively, here's the thing. Alternatively, if we get enough strength, we could, in theory, farm that ghost and try and get that weapon. Well, at least it's not a whip. Yeah, I will take a usable weapon over one that's not usable any day. I think we're going to kind of just try and make our way into New Londo, because we do have the key to the seal. Kind of prefer the whip. Damage drop-off is insane. Wait, can we, like, do this? Oh, no, he's too smart for that. Whoa. Yeah, the damage difference between the Titanite Catch Pole and a +5... Yeah, not being able to backstab is the real bummer part of the whip. I've never really gone this deep into New Londo. Alright, well, this works. You've been grinding out any percent no wrong warps on the Switch? Hell yeah. Which route are you doing? Are you using a Black Knight Halberd? Because that's kind of miserable on Switch. Having to actually farm. So yeah, we do have the Blacksmith Giant Hammer available to us, but I don't want to just go right for that. Is that a Mimic? God damn it. I don't love the Mimic. Let's just regroup here. I don't know if I can get shot through here, though. Holy shit, this is so scary. Wait, I might just be able to... Yeah, I might be able to just poke him. We also might be okay with... Dude, he just kicked a worm at me. I need to remember that I can actually use a shield.
Stop dooring, you coward.
Stop dooring what? Stop dooring the run? This is still incredibly sus. They're using teamwork, dude. This is horse shit. Yo, what's up, Kestrel? Also, there's literally no alternative. We, like, have to fight this Mimic this way. Yeah, Andre was selling the blacksmith hammer, but that shit kind of sucks. I think we could level it up quite a bit. Brother. Wait, can I get the other guy? We staggered him. I think what this tells me is this direction is not incredibly viable. Alright, shithead. I'm gonna make sure nothing else cursed is in here. Bastard. Oh, shit. I just want to unlock the shortcut, and then we can bone out and we can regroup. Honestly, not worth fighting this thing. Alright, we got a basilisk. Alright, we got another humanity. That's not too bad. Do we still have the divine blessing? Was that this run? Oh. Okay, basilisk dropping humanity is good to know. I think we might have already known that. And I forgot. So I want to unlock the shortcut here and then just see what's in this direction. Okay, we got the shortcut. I don't know where the enemies spawn. We can maybe go and see what Ingvard has got for us. Don't you fucking dare. Let's just see if it dies. Sometimes enemies can just die. If they're like stuck like this, sometimes they can just die. Oh my god, man. He's ascending. They don't die in your experience. I think that's the case, yeah. Sometimes... I know, like, the player character has that, so let's just wait 30 seconds. That's how I'm trying to feel, honestly. I'm very afraid of getting, like, stuck there. It would at least be very funny if it happened. It's one of the scarier things that's happened to me in this run. Dude, I saw it drop behind me and I was like, that's it, dude. That's where the run dies. And that sucks. I fucking hate that enemy so much. Okay, he's dropping shards, which is good to know. Epic music on YouTube. I hear a dragon ass. I think we just gotta bail. Let's go down the ladder and grab this. Let's loot what we can here and then let's leave. Clam with skulls instead of pearls is very fucking cool. It's such a cool enemy design. But my god, do I hate that enemy so much. Isn't there an item down here? Am I tripping? Yeah, we also have the epic music on Twitch. We just have the Silk Song soundtrack. Alright, there's a red vagrant there, which isn't too scary because we have a shield. But it's not scary. Where's that goddamn ladder? Different music? YouTube might just be delayed a little bit. Unless YouTube's doing some weird shit and playing music that I didn't put on. Yo, what's up, fairies on YouTube? Hell yeah. Fairies can talk to themselves in YouTube chat and Twitch chat, since it goes back and forth between both. Okay, another egg vermifuge. Not necessarily the most helpful, but... Wasn't there another item somewhere? Yeah, I don't want to go too deep in here. Yeah, do you get tagged in both? I would imagine, right? Yeah, I think, we do have the option to give the rubbish. I don't know if that's really gonna be super worth it. I think one time I got something good for that. I think that was in a glitch randomizer that I was doing, though. Alright, I think there's still some items here. Oh shit, I forgot about that guy. Isn't there an item back here somewhere? I did get the pot here with the body in it. I wonder if I can get him to fall off. The reach is like slightly less long than I would like it to be. Yeah, I think the restream bot thing is pretty cool. I do need to figure out another way to get the restream working, though. Okay, so I think we should be okay to at least loot this now. Yo, I will take Twin Humanities anytime I can get it. Dude cheated. Yeah, we're gonna make our way to the Four Kings by quitting out frame perfectly. It is funny not being like on a speedrun course and just being afraid of every step that I take. Yeah, normally a Firekeeper's soul. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we already got this pot here. But we can at least save our... You know, we can also go... and loot the blacksmith. Where the Moonlight Butterfly was. I was hoping we could open the seal, since we have the key. I feel like that's where, like, the logic of the randomizer, like, the item randomizer is taking us, but... Okay, chat, we do need to run an ad, but you're not going to miss anything. I'm just going to chill at Firelink for a second. We're going to make our way to the Moonlight Butterfly blacksmith, and we're going to see what that drop is. But we're going to run some ads really quick. It's 3 minutes of ads. I understand if you don't want to be here for that and you close out or whatever, but we'll be back in 3 minutes. Not going to miss anything. Oh, we can also change our... What soundtrack should we put on, chat? We got a new soundtrack. Let's see. What do we got? Probably also make sure I can at least kind of see the game. I don't think there's any immediate danger here. I always see this one. Maybe. Oh, you know what? We'll do the old classic.
Hey, Mr. Prime Minister!
Oh shit! Prime sub. Spoon Master. Holy shit! What's up, buddy? Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Thank you for being a Prime Minister. Put on the Dark Souls 1 soundtrack. That'd be really good, actually. It's funny, I love Motoi Sakuraba's work, but I don't ever really find myself listening to the Dark Souls soundtrack all that much, even though it's my favorite game. How you doing, Spoonmaster? It's good to see you. Have you seen this challenge, Spoonmaster? It's fucking miserable. We're choogling along, though. We're doing pretty good. Oh yeah, dude. The Chrono Trigger music's gonna carry us, I think. Lurking on some of the runs. It's so rough. But yeah, it's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. We can level up again. I wonder... I feel like we want to level up strength. Strength is going to be more of a boon for us than dexterity at the moment. We need 5 more levels to be able to use the gold tracer, but I don't know if I necessarily want to be building towards like a weapon that we might not even find. Oh, you know what? I should have freed Logan, even though we don't have the intelligence for him to give a shit about us. I think there's a couple of items up here that we can loot. Yeah, I think we definitely want to do strength. DLC enemy. Huh. I was like, you guys aren't going to miss anything, and then I start fighting enemies that could probably kill me. What does he drop? White chunk. Oh yeah, Duck. I also agree. That's one of my favorite songs in, like, anything. I think that is the only track that Motoi Sakuraba did not compose, actually. Not to, like, actually you or anything, but... If I'm not mistaken, I think that was a different composer. Oh, I forgot that we have this merchant. Does he appear after Quelaag? I mean, we have to jump over here anyway, so... No, I don't think Framped is randomized at all like that. Yeah, I love that, I love that song. Yeah, I know that that's when he usually appears, but we haven't done that. We haven't met him at all. We haven't not been to the depths. We don't have the key to the depths. Dude, he's got poison throwing knives. Yo, silver pendant. I wish I could give that to Illusory. Imagine if he had Twinkling, dude. He's got a claymore in case we need. Lightning bolts. Dude, the Ring of Fog... Need to be corrected. So he's got poison throwing knives, but they're so expensive. That's good worm insurance, but I mean, at least we know that it's here. Let's grab a couple more of these. He's got the disaster capitalism prices here. Is that the rat? Yeah, it is pretty expensive. Butcher knife might be a little bit better, honestly. I think we can level this up as well. What the? Oh, it's a ghost. Had enough of these ghosts, dude. Can I do a jump attack with this shit? How the fuck did that even happen? Chat, I was trying to... literally, I was just trying to see if it had the same jump attack. So that I could kill the fucking ghost. And my fucking shit just, like, my character just went the opposite direction. I have no ability of replaying it. Well, at least the bird lady jumped in solidarity, I guess. That is a really shitty way to lose the fucking best run I've ever had. For humanity. See, I was trying to just, like, do this, so I could hit that guy, hit the fucking ghost without... So here's the problem with this weapon. If I was trying to fight the ghost, I would have gone like this, and I would have dinked on the wall. So I was trying to do a jump attack to avoid that, to avoid this exact situation that I'm in right now. And the fucking, like, my character just jumped backwards for some reason. Holy shit. Alright, chat. That's some shit. I mean, I guess we learned to not fucking do that. Oh my god. Well, here's the thing, chat. It was a good run. Maybe it would have been cooked in this scenario. I've had it with these ghosts. Oh, yeah, there's the replay. So I wanted to go and check that item, and I wanted to make sure I could do, I disagree. I don't think that was a throw. That was like the move that I had to do. Pretty much. And the game just fucked me there. That is literally just like the controls were jank for no reason. I pushed, like, I don't know how I managed to push forward. Like, the way that you do a jump attack is by pushing forward on your fucking control stick. And I jumped backwards. I don't know how that fucking happened. It's just literally the controls are jank. I wasn't even aiming at anything or anything like that. It was just... but here's what we're gonna do, chat. We're gonna check the spoiler log, and we're gonna see if I'm gonna get really fucking sad. Am I gonna get really sad? Where was the Lord Vessel? So the good news is, chat, the Lord Vessel was in the Tomb of Giants in the pit that Patches kicks you into. So it was very unlikely that I was going to find the Lord Vessel. Where was the Peculiar Doll? Peculiar Doll is in Darkroot Garden behind the large gravestone in Sif's Arena. So we could have gotten the Peculiar Doll. Where was Depths? Key to Depths. Key to Depths was in Sen's Fortress just past the second set of Swinging Blade, so we would have been able to get that. Where's Basement Key? And Orlando on the rampart past one of the Silver Knight archers on the roof. Okay, so... No, that's Watchtower Basement. Okay, Basement Key was in New Londo Ruins on the path from Ingward's building to the elevator leading to the lower ruins. So... that was a pretty cursed seed. We saw how cursed it was to get to New Londo. But hey, I'm pretty stoked because we do at least have a new PB. That is a really shitty way to lose a PB. And it shows my dedication. It shows my dedication. Did we update the attempts? I don't remember. It shows my dedication. Because I didn't just say, you know what, fuck it. I'll quit out because I have ample time to quit out here, and that was bullshit. I was just like, well, the game's bullshit. Oh, it's fine, Greg. It was a great PB. It is one I will be chasing for a long time. But the good news is, chat, we got a lot of new viewers here. We'll get to see a run from the beginning, and we don't have to run ads for another, hour. So what I'm doing now is I am going to randomize all the enemies and bosses again. And we're going to randomize all the items.
Update the health bar. Here's a pittance for the PB.
Thank you for the pittance. I will update the health bar for sure. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. It's your fault. What's that? I think I'm okay. I can't remember what they have. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not super. Thank you, though. Thank you. Alrighty. Yeah, if you wanna, if there's something on there that you think we'd both like, I'm down for that. All right, there's the health bar. It is. Hoi! All right, so we're gonna start a new run, chat. Fresh. Maybe it'll be one that we have to do a. Maybe it'll be one that we have to do a bit of looting at the start, which is always fun. So that way I can be super over encumbered immediately, which is always great. Yeah, that was a pretty good PB though. I wonder what other bosses we would have had to face. We were kind of getting to the point where we did have to do a lot of looting, so it would have been a little concerning, but especially having to go to the Tomb of Giants for Lord Vessel. If it said Lord Vessel was in Lower Undead Burg or something, or in the Undead Parish, I would have been very upset. So, not the ideal way to lose a run, but hey. What are we at? 295. 295, just like the route that I have to drive on sometimes. This is actually interesting. Thief? Thief looks like it'll be a little heavy, though. Everything's starting with the Dark Hand. Pyromancer does seem to be... I think we definitely have to go with the Pyromancer. I don't think that shield is particularly good. really good fashion. Chat, what was your favorite part of the last run that just died? Alright, we learned a valuable lesson. Don't ever try and do a jump attack there. Alright, we got a big dumb head. And we got flash sweat. It's officially gonna be a sweaty run, chat. Buckle up. Your favorite part is Barricade watching me lose the PB on the big screen. Yeah, in 4K. If you slow it down and put it in like the 0.25%, I bet you can see the exact moment where my heart explodes. Yo, what's up, Hoonigan? RVA? I don't know what that is. So I'm gonna say yes. I'm very near. Chat, you know who I think my favorite boss to get here would be? I think my favorite boss to get here would probably be... Ugh, are you kidding me, dude? A fucking bone pillar? I think I can get past this guy. Hell yeah. My favorite boss to get in the Asylum is probably going to be Ceaseless Discharge. Because that boss seems miserable to have to fight. Great bone pillar placement. There's definitely worse placements there. Like, if you get a worm there, like a burrow worm, you're kind of just like... You just have to re-roll. You can get the one-shot drop attack. This is one of the best weapons in the game, and what's nice about this is starting with this weapon, I think we still have a chance in the pool. To get another one. It is tempting to see what he dropped, though. I think we just gotta go with the, we just gotta go with this. Okay, those guys are both dropping something. Hell yes. Chat, do you think we're gonna have a really cursed placement of, the Lord Vessel this time? Surely not, right? Surely... No, we'll just get the worst placement of fucking bosses that I'll have to fight my way through. Yes, sadly. Yeah, there is no such thing as good luck in this challenge. I think overall well, I was gonna say, at least I played things really well last time. But you guys all saw how I fought the Capra Demon. Oh, yeah, that sounds really good, Frostwad. I'm definitely into that. I appreciate you asking as well. Thank you. Frostwad didn't know that I had died when she came in. I do like this outfit quite a bit. I'm not wild about the helmet, but it does look pretty cool. I'm gonna start cosplaying as this. Never worth fighting this guy. Imagine if he killed the blacksmith. Oh boy! Okay, at least that killed him. Chat, he was afraid of me. Also, boss count. All right, I don't know what I was thinking I would knock him back a little bit. What happened to that run? You will literally never guess what happened to that run. You know how a lot of streamers will blame their controller? It was literally my controller's fault. I guess not so much the controller as it was the game. Besley, I went to go and do this. And instead I did this. I was facing this direction, I went to do a jump attack, and I did this. I don't know how that fucking happened at all. And I jumped off a cliff instead of jumping forward. I think someone has the clip somewhere. But the good news is, Besley, the Lord Vessel was in Tomb of Giants. So it's like very... it would have been fucking a lot of me climbing my way through. Okay, this enemy fucking rules. Getting one of these guys down here is really good, because they give like 5,000 souls. Backstepped after speaking to Rickard? No, but that... I have done that before, so I feel like I'm relatively safe from that happening. I've had it with these ghosts. It's payback time, chat. It would be so funny if I fell. What the fuck is that enemy? That is the enemy that is in New Londo Ruins. That is the Soul Mass enemy. It's like a lot of enemies in this game. It's just a Demon Souls. That clip hurt. Yeah, it was no good. Not an ideal way to go. I'm not even gonna fight this clam. It's fine though, chat, because Andre is going to be selling very affordable Twinkle and Titanite. We're going to get this to +5. We're going to kill all the bosses. And we're going to find the Lord Vessel early. And it's going to be great. Yeah, they were in Latria. Dude, Latria is like one of the coolest fucking areas in any video game. When I played Demon's Souls for the first time, and I got to Latria, I was so afraid, and I was like, this is awesome. This is so cool that they did this. Now, in the speedrun, one of my least favorite areas in the game, because there's a section of it that's literally just 5 minutes of running. And if you do it, if you're like going for a world record or something, and you're trying to do it optimally, it's 5 minutes of running while in essentially red Tearstone ring range. Rubbish for 10,000. Who had rubbish for 10,000? I don't even think I saw that. I mean, the rubbish is, like, very unlikely to give you anything good. There's a chance, but... Silent Seething? I should rewatch it. I'm telling you, watch it in, like, 0.5 times speed, and you can probably just see my expression change. Your face says 1,000 words in that clip. Is that a new emote, chat? My face just dropping. Is that the new Carlja-ing? I was just like, of course. Of course the run would die in the stupidest fucking way. Getting to 20 vit right away is pretty good. Time slowed down when you were watching. How do you think I felt? Hello? I'm just gonna kill it. Worth it every time. Less chance of a Hydra on the bridge, that's also true. You know what's good news though, chat? In this run, we have a Pyromancer's Glove. Alright, we got Seath over there, so getting to Sif... little scary. But we know we won't have to fight him in the basement. We have a Pyromancer's Glove, which means if we get Havel's Great Shield, we can just go back there and get rid of it. Dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum. I'm not even gonna fuck with the bone wheel. Wait, have you guys... should we do a prediction? Shouldn't be like 6 bosses or anything, because I don't have that much time to stream. Stray Demon... So the problem is we can't drop attack Stray Demon. I guess let's see what's up here. We have a decent amount of healing. I'm feeling reckless, chat. I've been playing it too safe for too long. I mean, I feel like we could probably do, like 4 bosses or something by the end of the stream. I'll leave that up to Zio's discretion. Come on, you fucking dork. What's he doing? How many channel points do you have, Barricade? I don't know the origins of why you decided to stop gambling. I support it. $2.8K. Yo, what is the prediction? See if people throwing in big money. $12. $6 this stream. How many did I kill earlier in the stream? Dude, that's crazy, Frostwad. Chat, do we pick this up? The answer is no. 5 days without vaping? Good luck. That sounds really rough. Still feel a little off balance? I can't even imagine. Alright, we got a rat.
Fuck Grubhub.
We should be able to get past these guys. I mean, if the rat comes after us, it's fine. Oi. We also have a homeward bone, so we can use humanity if we need to. Yeah, you got that shit. I feel like every day it'll get a little easier, right? I think I see a bone wheel down there as well. I for sure see a bone wheel. I think I hear a DLC sorceress. Come on, brother. Come on, dude. Controls are really irking me. That's good news. How fortuitous! How fortuitous! Let's get a little more vitality here. Alright, Greg, thanks for hanging out. It's good to see you as always. First 3 days were pretty bad. Still have the impulse. Dude, this is nuts. Chat, we're getting this shit to +5 immediately. Alright, well, we got 2 enemies coming now. Just restart this. I think it's just the Chrono Trigger soundtrack just because I love this soundtrack. So the whole reason I was like going in this direction is because I wanted to get Twinkling Titanite. I wanted to check the merchant for Twinkling Titanite. We just need 10, and then we'll get to a +5. In terms of like a Twinkling Titanite farm, this is like pretty fucking... pretty ideal. Can probably also level up a little bit. This guy doesn't give too much, but... Come on, you fucker. Don't jump backwards. That's not part of this. Alright, Chad, it's an Ask Me Anything portion. Ask me any questions you got. Oh, I don't know why I just, like, automatically went for him. So, we got a pretty good Titanite farm here. What hat is my favorite? That's a good question. I think I'm wearing my gritty hat right now. I do like this one. This was a thrift store find. When will I get my vertical up? I am working on it. And by working on it, I mean I've been extremely busy. But it is something that I want to do soon. I'll try and do it by next week. It's just I haven't really had too much time to like sit around and work on my stream stuff at this computer. But I'll get it back soon. The reason, like the main reason that it's not, it hasn't happened fully yet, is because it requires me to kind of change up the way that I'm doing the stream in general. Because right now I just have Really? He did drop? Oh, no, he did. Cool. That's not what I wanted. Right now I'm just using like the Restream plugin in OBS, and I need to download a different plugin to get the vertical one going. Alright, so we only need to do this. We only need 5 more of this. I don't know, I mean, there's a lot that goes into all of that shit. mostly with, like... I mean, he did win the popular vote this year. Or this election cycle. But I think it has more to do with, like, gerrymandering and just how dog shit the two-party system in the U.S. is. Like, there's definitely no shortage of stupid people, and his supporters are definitely stupid as hell. But I think there's, like, I think it's more than just, like, stupidity. More in a haze every day. Slowly hollowing, yeah. It feels like shit has been slowly hollowing for the past, at least the past decade. I need to really be, like, we just died. We just lost a run to a jump attack. A jump attack misfire. I really need to be better about jump attacks here. Yeah, some of them aren't stupid, they're just evil. They knew exactly what they were getting, and they were like, sign me up. That's a good point. But I do think a big majority of it is just people disillusioned by politics in America, and, like, for whatever reason, people would still think, like, oh, he's the outsider, he's not the political one. It's like, he's been the fucking president before, what do you mean? And it was awful. I think a lot of it, too, is just kind of object permanence disappearing, where it's like, well, things weren't immediately fixed the past 4 years, and I don't really look beyond just who was president or whatever, so... I think more than that, it's also just, like, the Democratic Party never really offering anything to combat the outright fascism. I mean, Joe Biden was the guy who his whole career was like, hey, I'm friends with Republicans. Vote for me because I like to reach across the aisle. And it's like, you're reaching across the aisle to literal fucking Nazis. At this point, literal Nazis. So your final question? It's like, damn right, and then I ban you. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Democrats can, like, fundraise off of this because their whole strategy at least the past decade has just been like, hey, this is the most important election of your lifetime. So you have to vote for us, and we're not really going to do anything meaningful to make your material life any better. And in some aspects, we might make it a little worse, but it's going to be so much worse if you go for the other guy. So I think it's just a lot of that. Like, obviously, I mean, I think also just getting political commentary from some dipshit on Twitch who's playing Dark Souls and just fell to his death in a challenge. You know, also, don't you want to go back to brunch? That shit drove me crazy, Tom. But there was a lot of that. Like, I miss when politics were boring. It's like, well, politics should have never really been boring. But it's a lot of it's, like, just, you don't really necessarily care until it affects you, and more people are just being affected. I'm just not getting a drop anymore. How many more do we need? And people are always affected, but they don't realize it until it, like, affects them in a big way. And, like, we're seeing just how fucking much damage can be done almost immediately with this current presidency. Just like, oh, remember when you could eat a salad and not be worried about having fucking diarrhea that puts you in the hospital? I'm gonna go back to brunch, but when I get my salad, I'm gonna get violent diarrhea. Yeah, I paid attention. Same, Kestrel. But yeah, it's a very, like, just fucked up, like, political climate. I think just everywhere, but particularly in the U.S. And the shitty thing, I feel really bad because, like, all of my friends, like, in the U.K. and shit, like, they need to also be up on our dog shit political climate in America because it directly affects them. Like, I feel like Americans always kind of get, like, dunked on for being, like, for not really knowing too much about the world and being, like, thinking that America is, like, the center of, like, the world. And unfortunately, it kind of is, because, like, literally, our elections, like, some person in Wisconsin voting a particular way has, like, ripple effects that has, like, now everyone's gas prices are more expensive. Who did you in? Myself. It was myself. It was my own stupidity. Yeah, Kestrel's posting the, posting the clip right there. Yeah, politics also suck. Just has fewer implications for everywhere else. For sure, Tom. I'm getting really bored of this grind as well. But I know he's going to drop something now, and I'm going to be like, okay, only 4 more. Don't drop it, you fucker. It's like, I feel like I have no choice. I feel like I have to do this. I need to get to a +5. The chances of success of this run get increased exponentially when we get a +5. But yeah, Samo, so what happened was I went to do a jump attack, and for some reason the game just took a backwards input and had me jump backwards. Favorite Gen 1 non-starter? I would probably say Tangela. Soul level 1 in seconds. What's my excuse? Imagine if I just made a rule where I'm like, okay, since I have an infinite grind, since I have an absolute infinite grind here, I'll just negative quantity dupe it. Yeah, Samo, I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Especially because there were so many close calls in that run. So the fact that's how it died is just so depressing. Pretty funny, though. If I had more time to edit and stuff, I would edit together a bunch of shit of, like... all the close calls that I had, like against Capra Demon and against that Clam and getting through Sens and stuff like that. Favorite Simpsons episode at the moment? I feel like my go-to favorite Simpsons episode is definitely the Springfield Files. Just because, you know, the crossover between X-Files and the Simpsons is just so good. But that's such a hard question. That's a good question, though. Another one, the Lemon Tree. Alright, we just got one more, chat. I don't think that makes you a bad person at all. That just means that you have a whole wonderful world of like 9 seasons of The Simpsons ahead of you to experience one of the greatest cultural things to ever come out of America. It's funny, when I was a kid, I thought just everyone watched The Simpsons, and then it wasn't until I met like a bunch of my current friends that I was like, oh, like, not everyone watches. It's gonna be really funny, by the way, chat. I'm gonna come up here, and I'm immediately gonna die to the fucking bone wheel. But yeah, Samo, the first, like, 10 seasons of The Simpsons, like, the first one you could probably skip. Well, I'm tired of this shit, chat. Hey, this guy's cheating. The boss is still alive. What do we got in here? Dropped a demon. Demon Titanite. Survivalist achievement unlocked. Chat, holy shit. I don't know if my heart can take this for much longer. I've only seen 1 or 2 episodes. I'd like to watch the series at some point. I think it's usually considered like seasons 2 through 9 is like the golden age of The Simpsons. That's what I recommend. Like, definitely watch that. I need to put on the Metal Gear Solid music. Dude, he was replaced with Oscar. Here, let's go ahead and quit out just because he can't get through that door, and I'm sick of looking at that boss bar. Oh my god, chat, that was so fucking scary. But the good news is, chat, if we can make it to Andre, we can get a +5. Whose footprints are these? Huh? What was that noise? But yeah, and it could also be a thing where watching The Simpsons now, like the golden age of The Simpsons, after having zero nostalgia for it, it might not hit. Okay, I'm really glad that he is the Darkroot Basin one. Hello, Haley. How funny would it be if he gave me like a bunch of Twinkle and Titanite there? Which season? I forget which season that is. I want to say season 7, or perhaps season 6. But I'm bad at remembering like the specifics of the seasons. I really need to find a way to like watch them all again. You had a disc set of the seasons at that point? Was that when they had the Was that when they had the really hilarious packaging that everyone hated? Or was like... Haley, can I ask you a question, Haley? Do you need any art? Yo, Soul of a Brave Warrior. That's some really good art. Yo, he's got Homeward Bones, which is sick. Holy shit, he's selling Twinklin as well. I think he's selling a lot of it as well. However, it is expensive. Soul of Manus? I don't think that's really worth it, but... Yeah, Homer's head. Haley, let me know if you need any art. I have a feeling you might need some art. Did not get the frame dupe. It's pretty cool to know that he has twinkling, though. That's a little better than that grind. Let's see how quick we can kill the gargoyle as well. Although it might drop something. If it does, then that's pretty funny, though. Alright, maybe we level up really quick. You know what's funny? I haven't really gotten a, I haven't gotten a Dark Hand in a while, and I kind of want to start using Dark Hand strats to get more humanity. I don't think you can get any humanity from Andre. Come on, you fucker. I'm so bad at fighting these fucking things. Nice. I think leveling up strength is the play. 24 vitality right now is pretty good. If Homeward Bones... We're gonna kindle. We lose a little bit kindling here, but... I'm gonna be able to have 10 Estus for when we get to, the Sif arena. Chat, what weapon do you think I will pivot to? Imagine if Andre was selling another one of these. It's wild how shiny this shirt is. Do you think that shirt's comfortable? I feel like it wouldn't be that comfortable. I feel like you would sweat a lot in it. If Sif is an easy boss, we can level up our strength a lot, and then we'll be doing a whole lot of damage with this thing. I think we will want to get our dexterity up a little bit. What is the scaling with this? Actually, the scaling's not too good. For some reason, I thought it was more when you fully leveled it up, but... It will be very funny to just die to Sith. Dude, these guys, like... The amount of distance that they clear is unreasonable. I always forget that they, like, jump so far. How do they jump that far? It's fucking bullshit. Alright, I think this Chaos Bug... But we can have them just come this way. Well... I think we should be okay here. I have died in this exact situation before. To a Seath attack. That very attack. Little scary. It's a little bit scary. Alright, chat, last call for bets. Just need to kill 4 more bosses and I got a fully leveled up Blacksmith Great Hammer. How hard could it be? Yeah, I don't love Seath being there, but there's worse spots for him to be. You could just do half of your points, you know? You could do 100 points. Now, don't let me talk you into it. I kind of feel bad. Sanctuary Guardian wouldn't be the worst, but I think it's pretty resistant to lightning, so it wouldn't be great. I am decent at that fight, but I don't love the amount of healing that I have and the amount of health that I have. Get equipped with Wimpy better. You're 100 points away from a QQ. You could easily make several QQs by winning a bet. I cannot believe we almost died to the fucking DLC sorceress on the bridge. Alright, I don't like that hollow right there. Well, he is coming at me. Dude, we're doing a lot of damage. Can't keep getting away with this. And here. Chat, we're coming up on the big 300 attempts. Well. Covenant. Gotta stop spamming. We don't want her to give us a weapon. I would be extremely sad if she gave me a shitty weapon. After I've leveled this up so much. What are we doing to celebrate? Stepping away from the challenge. Potentially. The truth is out there. Saw that guy walking and I was like, I want nothing to do with that. Butcher knife, dude. I still can't believe how that last run died. It'd be interesting if you could see what the Sif boss was. I'm thinking it's going to be Priscilla. Simply because of how cursed that looks. Let's see who it is, chat. Why is Artorias' sword so big? They never really explained that, huh? Who do we got? Be someone easy. Be the Asylum Demon. I'll take Taurus Demon. Gamers! I do not love that it gave me I should really level up endurance a little more. GG, thank you. I don't love that it gave me, like, armor. It's Taurus Demon. Chat, I'm cooking up something really fun for the end of the month for the charity stream. Oh god, it's a fucking cat. Dragon Butt just died. I don't love that the cat's right there. I think we go and check Asylum. Deep doop da 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 da. Let's go check Asylum. All right. See what Stray Demon is. I think Andre was selling Homeward Bones, right? It's a pretty good spot to have it. All right, chat. Do you guys think I'll ever beat this challenge? Do you guys think I can do it? So yeah, I just need to get fired from my job and then just become a full-time Dark Souls slop streamer. 8 hours a day, and I got it. I don't love the big skeleton, but I feel like we've gotten him here before. There's a plant. Yo, what's up, Dharma? Killing guys is going pretty good. Dun, 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 dun. Dude, that did a lot of damage even though he was blocking. Chrono Trigger is so good. I really need to replay it. I think that might be on the docket somewhere. Chat, after 300 attempts, if we haven't done it, should we get back to the old debt list? Dip is good? Hell yeah. We really should. I really do need to get back to that. You will accept pausing the challenge for some Chrono Trigger? I'm gonna be honest, chat. I don't love having to fight the gargoyles here. Dino got to 22 out of 26 and then was one shot by a vagrant. The hard run. I've had something similar happen. It wasn't 22 out of 26, but I did get really bad luck with like progression blocking bosses. And then I got one shot by a vagrant. That is very likely to happen. That sucks. I might just be dead. Gargoyles are genuinely kind of hard in this challenge. 4 bosses down, chat. 4 bosses down. Got a free bone. So I've never played Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger's awesome. It's such a good game. Let's get to 18 decks. That's a good spot to be at. Decent levels right now. Chat, I do need to run ads again, but you won't miss anything. I think we'll just make our way to Moonlight Butterfly to see what Moonlight Butterfly is. So we'll be right back, but you won't miss anything. Just gonna be doing a little traversing. We also might just kill the maybe we'll just do some farming on the soul mass, because that's a pretty easy 1,000 souls. So we'll be right back. It'll just be 3 minutes, and then we'll be right back into the old challenge. Yeah, maybe we just go and kill that soul mass. Dude, the gargoyles are like legit kind of scary. I had a feeling I didn't get that back up here. Remember that episode of X-Files where they found out Mulder is actually a robot from 1,000 years in the future? And he's called Calculon? Yes. Calculon's back! Stone guy is not worth it. Drake is not worth it. I can't remember if it was one Goofy episode per season, but there were 24 episodes in each season, if I remember correctly. And there were quite a few Goofy ones. There was always like a Monster of the Week episode. Those were like some of my favorites, but I also love Futurama. Are you guys not getting ads? If so, that kicks ass. If so, that's ideal. You had a 35-second ad. Interesting. Okay, clams. Pretty weak to this weapon. Oh, you've got Turbo? Hell yeah. Me too. I love Twitch Turbo. That shit rocks. The camera just freaking out there. Yeah, those clam enemies, Darmok, they're fucking... Did I say crab? I always say crab for some reason. If you watch a lot of Twitch, Turbo definitely feels worth it. Yeah, the main like comedic episode that I'm thinking of is Jose Chung's From Outer Space, which is probably my favorite episode of X-Files, and I do have that one on VHS, which kicks ass. Jose Chung's From Outer Space was season 3? Hell yeah. Oh, you were crunching crackers and thought it was something else? Yeah, no, the clam enemies. I think... Let's do endurance. We're gonna want our endurance up as well. Okay, chat, let's, I guess we can see what's on the roof. You have YouTube Premium? Hell yeah. So worth it for you? Yeah, I cannot stand YouTube ads. I also have YouTube Premium. Mainly because a lot of times when I'm, like, going to sleep, I'll have Twitch on in the background, or I'll have YouTube on in the background, and like if you're falling asleep to like a cozy streamer or whatever, and you're like, and then there's just an ad that plays and it's like leveled way too high and stuff, it's like, it drives me insane. I get so mad. All right, we do have to be careful of that cat, of the cat. I'm also not sure if the cat's just gonna come in here. Let's kill this guy first. I think I see a dragon ass. I really, really don't like the necromancers either. I feel like the necromancers also don't even... That was such a delayed roll. Oh, cool, the bench was in my way. Very good. Yeah, that does suck. That really sucks. It's just like such a predatory like practice in general, like the premium subscriptions. I wish we had a world where ads just didn't exist at all. I like genuinely don't understand how ads are even like a thing that is profitable for people who like pay for ad space and shit. I can't think of the last time I've, like, watched an ad and it's, like, done anything for me. A lot of times it's, like, the opposite. Like, there'll be an ad that annoys me and is like, I will never use that product. Yeah, to me, Reevy, it feels like this, like, weird, like, too big to fail organization that just, like, doesn't actually, like... Or not organization, just, like, business... Like, what am I trying to say here? Like, industry. Yeah, ad sales are also propped up by a lot of fraud from platforms like Facebook, for sure. I mean, I remember back in the day when Facebook like first kind of introduced video and they were trying to compete with YouTube video. They were like trying to compete with YouTube as a platform. This is so fucked. So the good news is we can do a lot of damage if we hit this guy, but... We gotta, like, time it. Yeah, like, we're doing a lot of damage, but... Fuck. Yeah, this game's essentially about dinosaurs, and this one fucking sucks. Alright, chat. I'm fucking sick of this game today. Yeah, this is War Gods on the N64. That was like the worst. I've had dragon asses in that spot before. Like, not that exact one, but in that area, and it has been no problem. But it was just caught in such a weird way that there was like... There was really no getting around it. Like, I had to kill it. And like, we did so much damage that we could have just done another attack on him. But fuck, man. Well, we got a new PB, I guess. 10 out of 26, not too bad. We are on attempt number 296. We're getting pretty close to 300. Oh,
man, what the fuck is you doing, cuz? Fuck!
Whew. That got... Dude, dragon asses, they will always kill runs. It is all they know how to do. Also, interesting how... That new YouTube chatter, Haley or whatever, was doing the telltale signs of being like... doing the telltale signs of being like, oh, hey, how's it going? How's your stream going today? Cool. If you ever need any art, by the way, let me know. I do art, you know? And anytime I see that shit, I'm like, do you need art? I can hook you up with some art, and they get real quiet. Anyway, I did die, Frostwad, yes. There was a dragon ass. I couldn't really get around it. I could have easily killed it if it gave me an opening. It gave me no opening. So congrats to the doubters once again. The outcome is no. Wait, let me... 6 bosses. Yeah. No, we got close. If we got to the roof, we could have gotten to 5. Could have done it with that weapon. You were confused with what art I was talking about? Yeah. That is the telltale sign of someone trying to shill their art to you. Which is like I get it. Like, you know, gotta hustle and stuff. But it's like, I always tell the story. Hamilton Howley and I were in a band way back in the day. And we were playing a bunch of basement shows and stuff. And there was, like, a well-meaning guy who was, like, a younger guy in the scene and didn't really know how to, like, break into it and stuff. And we were just like, just go to shows, you know? Like, just go, hang out, meet people, talk to people. Like, eventually you'll probably, like, be around people who have a show house or something, and they'll probably want to invite you to come play their show. And then we were playing a show, and he took that advice, and he got really drunk beforehand, and he showed up, and he just opened the door, and he said, who runs this place? He was, like, immediately just like, I am here because I want to talk to someone who can get me a show. And I was like, that is not the fucking way you do it, dude. Oh, my God. It's so embarrassing. Please don't tell him you're here to see my band. That's so embarrassing. And that's what those, like, YouTube commenters always feel like. But anyway, I digress. Let's update the attempts. We are getting even closer to the big 300. But yeah, thanks for watching, chat. I'll be back tomorrow. You knew that band? It wasn't... That was... The band that you knew, Frostwad, that guy was also there, and he was even worse than that other guy. No, this guy is, like, well-meaning, and I think he was just, you know, he was just younger than everyone, didn't really have the social skills. Yeah, it was another band that was friends with them, I think. Frostwad. But okay, let's find someone to raid. Let's see. Alright. Man, I really wish that PB died any other way. But it is funny. It was... The good news is it was funny. We will eventually... We'll eventually get a run that is good. Oh, you know what? Let's throw it over to... Let's throw it over to Plank. Plank is also doing this challenge. I think Plank was also in the same music scene that I was in back in the day. I wonder if he knows this band that I was just talking about as well. That would be very funny. But yeah, go say what's up to Plank. He's also doing Rando Slop. And I think he's got a better PB than me, if I remember correctly. So he's better at it than me. Yes, PB is 14, so he's like at least 4 bosses better than me. But yeah, go say what's up to Plank. Wish him luck. Give him some follows. He's got a follow goal of 50, and he's at 32. So go follow Plank. He's a cool guy. And I will catch you guys next time. I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll dive back in. This challenge is awful, but it will not break me until I hit 300 and do something else. But